Burby bro. Mm-mm-mm. Burby bro Oreo. Burby bro. Burby Burby bro. There we go. Comments are loading, or chat's loading rather. And let's get the stream shared out. Share, yep. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-mm-mm. Burby bro. There we go. Burby bro. Hey bud. Hey Jace, how are you? Hey Barbara, how are you? We're doing all right. Can't complain. Can't complain. I've been up since yesterday, so that's been a little meh, but I'm all right. I got like a 20-minute nap, like an hour ago. Nice parrot. Thank you. Appreciate that. His name is Oreo. He's a 21-year-old Red Lord Amazon. You're doing well, Barbara. Good to hear. Good to hear. Hi. Hello. Hello, Alberto. Does he do tricks? No. He's not. He can like mimic dogs and stuff like that, but he's not like a physical bird. Burberry, can you say hi? Go wow. Have a good day. Thank you too. Hi to all of you who are saying hi in chat. How's your Saturday night going? Hey, hello. How's it going? you guys have a good Friday night and a good Saturday? I am tired. I've been up since noon yesterday. The joys of being an insomniac. But hopefully I should crash out pretty hard tonight, so that'll be nice. Your boyfriend cheated. I'm sorry to hear that. Dump him, move on, find someone better. Let him go live the life he wants to live and don't let him affect you as much. Burr, burr, burr. Ow, bud, that was my ear. Beard looking strong tonight. Thanks. It's become quite a shaggy mess, I'll tell you that. I have to comb it out every time I shower because the towels aren't getting it dry quickly, so beard comb it is. Over when I was on TikTok, I had a beard. I grew my beard out, I think, for 3 years. Yeah, 2021, and then I started growing it October 17th of 2021. No, I shaved it October 17th, 2021, because I had a surgery on my face, and they were gonna like trim my beard. And when a surgeon says they're gonna trim your beard, they mean we're gonna cut out a little patch that we need and leave the rest up to you. So anytime I have to have surgery on my head, I just do a full, complete shave of the area. Because when I was 6, they opened me up ear to ear, and they only shaved like the front part and left the back. So like I had iodine and blood, and it was just gross. And my hair is just disgusting. So ever since then, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna cut my hair, take it down. Thank you for the comments. Appreciate that. What happened in regards to what? If you're asking about like my medical history, quick summary is, and I have a 3-part video series on my channel for this. It should be in a playlist. At a month old, I was diagnosed with retinoblastoma, which is cancer of the retinas. They started treatment, radiation, lasers, cryogenics. It sounds science fiction, but that was what they were treating it back in the 90s with. Experimental stuff. They dosed me heavily with radiation, and I became a Spider-Man. No. After a while, they realized that the radiation was failing. It wasn't working. And the cancer in my right eye started to progress rapidly. And what retinoblastoma does is it starts in the retina, it moves to the back of the eye, and then it travels along the optic nerve into the visual cortex in the brain. Once it hits the brain, back then, it was fatal. It was terminal. So when they started to see it move down the optic nerve, they went in and took out the optic nerve and the eye to remove the cancer. My left eye was like, oh, hold my beer. I'm going to show you how this really should be. And it picked up speed. and started to move down the optic nerve. So they went and they snatched it out, rendering me completely blind by age 2. At age 6, I was diagnosed with an osteosarcoma, which is a bone-eating tumor, because the radiation they gave me as an infant mutated cells that became a tumor. When they found it, they didn't know it was an osteosarcoma. They told my dad I had 3 months to live because they thought it was like a cancer. I went in for a biopsy and was supposed to go home that night. After the biopsy, I was transported to Seattle Children's Hospital, where I spent 3 weeks getting set up for chemotherapy. I did chemotherapy, I want to say, for 6 months. Oh, the timeline's a little fuzzy on all the details. They went after the chemo shrank down the osteosarcoma. They went in and did a 12-hour operation. They removed the osteosarcoma, and at that point, I had eaten 75% of the bone in my skull. So they went in and they removed the tumor, and they did a lot of restoration work. They patched the sac around the brain called the dura, which holds in. It's basically the blood membrane. The blood barrier membrane that protects the brain. They patched that because the tumor had eaten into it and was pretty much tickling my brain with its tentacles. They did a bunch of bone repair. They rebuilt my forehead and all that. Then from ages 8 to 15, I had 8 more osteosarcomas pop up. Fortunately, we caught them early, so would go in for a surgery probably once, twice a year to get them removed. No big deal. At age 14, one of those tumors wrapped around the third trigeminal nerve in your face, which is responsible for sensation across your forehead and your cheek. And when the tumor constricted around the nerve, it caused irreparable nerve damage, causing trigeminal neuralgia, which is commonly nicknamed the unaliving disease because people who have it can't handle the pain and they remove themselves from this world. And I understand why. I started a 14-year journey dealing with opiates prescribed by a doctor. They started to take a toll on my body, and I got off of them. I cold turkeyed them. No, I don't recommend that. And then, so now I've been living with all of this. No pain control, really. And it definitely takes its toll. And that's just a brief summary of what of the medical history. There's a bunch of other stuff that but that's a good overview. There's a 3-part video series on my channel where you can go listen to me talk about it for an hour and a half or whatever. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. Someone wants a snack? He does indeed. I have this really gnarly scar that goes from ear to ear, and I love having my head shaved for a couple reasons. One, the scar doesn't get itchy. When I have long hair like this, the scar gets irritated because the oils and stuff get trapped in the crease of the scar. But when I have my head shaved, people think that I had someone like shave in this like scar line. Someone came. I was at college and I had my head shaved because it was summer, and someone comes to me like, "Man, how did you get that haircut?" And I didn't realize they were talking about the scar. I was like, "What? I just did it with a shaver." They're like, "No, but how did you get that cool zigzag?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a scar." And they were so embarrassed, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "No, that's fine." I got that with a scalpel. Be right back. Okay. Brr, brr, brr. I need to switch my live streams back over to the laptop and see if those are working better now. Maybe I'll do that on tomorrow or Monday. I need a couple more microphones and a better camera. We'll get there though. One day I'll have a professional studio. I think for now, what I want to do to grow the studio is be able to put aside money, buy a workhorse desktop or desktop, set that up for all of our live streaming and podcast production stuff. I think that should be our first big purchase for tech as far as the studio goes. Then I can have more flexibility with running microphones and cameras into it and screen sharing and all that fun stuff. And then maybe like a stream deck. I gotta see how accessible those are. You can support several ways. You can grab our merch at zachkurtz.com/shop. Or you can go to zachkurtz.com/contribute, CONTRIBUTE, where all of this is listed. But our merch, you can send us gifts off our Amazon wishlist. And if you send Oreo a snack off the wishlist, he'll be ever so grateful. Every gift we get off the wishlist, we make a video shouting out the person who sent it. We read out what's on the gift receipt, as long as it's YouTube appropriate and it's not political or religious in nature. But it's a way for people to shout out their social media, small business, a cause they care about, tell us a joke, tell Oreo hey, and then we also show off what you sent in the video. It's a way that we show, let people be seen in the community, and that's a way to help us with everyday items and build out the studio and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of stuff on that wish list at all different price ranges. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm actually going to go through and reorganize that wish list. I'm going to split it up into a couple of different wish lists. I'm going to have a wish list just for Oreo stuff. And then I'm going to have a wish list for stuff that we use like every day, like food for Berbers, soaps, towels, stuff like that. And then like a we don't need this, but this would be nice to have type wish list. Like that will hold all my like hobby crafting stuff, like chainmail supplies, leather working supplies, clay, all that stuff. And then we have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Those are all listed on the website, zachkurtz.com/contribute. Oh, and if you send us a gift off our wish list and you don't want us to put your name in the video, or you don't want us to make a video, just put that on the gift receipt. We'll keep it anonymous. There are some people who send us gifts that prefer not be credited to them, or they don't want us to make a video, so that's fine. You can subscribe now, but are you talking about joining the channel, like a channel member? Where you pay like a monthly fee to be part of the channel. We can offer that when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to if you want to tell your friends about us and spread us around, that'd be great. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. I think right now we're right close to 300 last I checked. So we have a bit of way to go. But once we can monetize the channel, we'll definitely be doing that. We'll have some perks for just channel members. I think I can do channel member live streams only. So we'll dedicate one day a week for that. and I gotta go check all the perks that you get if you join the channel. Oh, we're 3-1? Hell yeah, nice. I need to sit down and record some more content. I'm just so bad at trying to, like, I never know what's interesting to people, so I have like a bunch of ideas written down on Notepad in my computer, and I need to go through and just bang out some of those videos. Some of the videos I want to make are like long form informational like videos for like resources and stuff like that, so I'm working on scripts for those. Like I want to make a video about bookshare.org, which is a website for people with disabilities where they can get books in accessible format. But there's kind of there's a bit of information that goes along with that, so I want to like make a video for that where it's concise but also gives a detailed overview. And the problem with I haven't found a video software editing. Oh Jesus, I can't talk tonight. I haven't found a video editing program that's accessible. So when I record a video, I do it in one take. So if there's a big mess up, I have to restart the video over again. I don't worry about like the small things, but sometimes Oreo will ruin the video by screaming for 20 minutes while I record it, stuff like that. So I gotta figure out how to do that. And that's one thing when we get more stable with our monetization, I'm gonna look at hiring or contracting with a video editor who can like make our videos look sharp. If it's audio, I can edit audio all day long, but video, not so much. My phone's about to die, bud. I think when I release the podcast, that'll be audio only. We'll put it on YouTube, but it'll be audio. Because I can get a podcast edited pretty quickly if it's just audio. We'll do like it'd be cool to get like an animated background. So as you're listening to the podcast, you can like watch the screen and have it be relaxing. Like, I don't know, like those ones where it's like a bunch of fish in an aquarium and they're like swimming around and stuff. Or maybe like a parrot moving through a rainforest. I don't know, something like that. Hey, Brock, how are you? Can I add you guys as friends on YouTube? Oh, I guess I have to go to your channels and subscribe, huh? Sorry, I'm so used to TikTok. I'm still trying to figure out all the ins and outs of YouTube. Pretty good? Nice, nice. Do you all subscribe to like newsletters or email groups? I've been thinking about setting one up. We actually have a Google group, but haven't really been using it because I set it up and then no one really like joined it. So, and we have Discord as well if you're a Discord user. Just another day in Zach and Er's neighborhood? Yes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Dude, Mr. Rogers was my moral compass as a kid. The Land of Make Believe was so important to me because it taught me that having an imagination is okay and to use it. And being in the hospitals, I definitely relied a lot on my imagination to fight the boredom. Man, if I was a kid in the hospital, no, hold on, that's not the right way to say that. I wish when I was a kid in the hospital I had the technology I have today. I can just go on an app and read not any, but I can just go on an app and read thousands of books, watch YouTube for hours, chat with people. Instead, I was making bracelets and necklaces and bead stuff. I was practicing the keyboard piano and flirting with nurses. Furby bro. Oh, Pittsburgh. I flew into Pittsburgh in 2019. And I was going for a job interview at PNC. They're like a bank, for those of you that don't know. And I'm there. I flew in the night before. I have the interview, and then I fly right out. Like, literally, once I'm done with the interview, I'm at the airport flying out. And the Uber driver who takes me from the interview to the airport, she goes, "Did you have a good time in Pittsburgh?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was alright. I was only here for a night." And she's like, "Oh, you didn't get to go to the Fred Rogers Museum?" If I had the money, I would have told her to turn around and take me to the museum, and I'll catch a later flight. But I didn't pay for the flight, so I didn't want to mess with it. But if I'm ever back in Pittsburgh, I want to go to that museum so bad. Okay, can I just say this? The Mr. Rogers movie with Tom Hanks, I think it was Tom Hanks. That movie had a weird vibe. I just, like, the way that he was portrayed by Tom Hanks, it felt creepy. And actual Mr. Rogers, I've never gotten a creepy vibe off of him. But the way that Tom Hanks portrayed him felt very uncomfortable. Like a certain type of person that I can't say on YouTube. I think the young kids say a PDF file. I think that's what they're using now for the code word. Hey, don't bite me, bud. That's not nice. A Fred Rogers Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hell yeah. I remember getting into the hotel after flying in, and I was like starving. And I jump on Uber Eats, and I'm like, there's so many options. So I called down to the front desk. I'm like, what are you guys known for? Like, if I want to have something delivered, what should I get? They're like, you gotta get a sub. You gotta get sandwiches. And I was like, done deal. And I forget what they recommended. It wasn't cheesesteaks, because I don't like cheesesteaks. Is it Portillo's? Is that a sandwich shop there? I feel like that's right. I ordered like 2 sandwiches, 4 bags of chips, a Coke, and I ate like a king that night. It was good sandwiches. That's one thing I love. That's when I'm traveling. I love to try local cuisine. Yeah, Portillo's. Okay, sweet. Welcome back, Barbara. Hey, where'd Chad go? There we go. Steve Irwin. He actually came up in conversation today. Um, so, for those of you that don't know, from 9 a.m. till 10:30 p.m., my TV's on, playing videos from YouTube, and I'm usually not really paying attention to it. As long as it's nature related or whatever, I leave it on for Oreo. Or sometimes I'll go look up like old cartoons. But there's this kids show that's on YouTube, and wasn't paying attention to it. I'm like, what? What is this? The guy's Australian, and he's a wildlife photographer in the show. And Oreo was getting kind of excited about it. He was like interested in it because they were showing like different animals. The guy was talking in a funny accent because he's Australian, and it's called Andy's Amazing Adventures. And I was like, for a second, I'm like, is that Steve Irwin? I had to look it up. But when I was looking it up, Robert Irwin, Steve Irwin's kid, it told me that he was in Bluey, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So my phone has a screen reader on it, which turns what's on the screen from text into synthetic speech, and then it's piped in through an earbud. Android, iPhone, Mac, Windows, and Linux all have screen readers that you can use to do that. And if you have a secondary device called a Braille display, you can turn the text on screen into electronic refreshable Braille. Think of a Braille display like a teleprompter, but for Braille. I'd show you one, but I'd have to get up and go grab it, and it's really not worth it. People think I have someone reading chat messages and then telling them to me. Which, when we first started TikTok, that's actually how we did it, because at that time I wasn't familiar with how TikTok worked. So my roommate would be sitting in the room with me reading messages, but I figured out TikTok pretty quickly, and so took over, and she was busy doing other stuff and couldn't keep up with our live stream schedule. So, but there's a YouTube channel called Wild Earth TV. Again, it's a nature channel, and they're on these game reserves in Africa, South Africa, and you're traveling on the vehicle with them as they travel around the parks, and you see all sorts of cool animals. But the way that they do it is there's a driver and then there's a camera operator, and the driver has an earpiece in, and people at the headquarters are looking at the YouTube chat and then transmitting it via earbud to them, and then they answer it. And I'm like, that's kind of a cool setup. Technology is amazing. The fact that we can, like, attach a camera to a drone, send it 2-3 miles away, and have it broadcast video and audio, or we can connect to a satellite in space that's got high-res cameras on it. Like, technology is so amazing. Like radio frequencies, and I'm studying to get my ham radio license. I'm failing at it, but I'm trying. Because I want a ham radio, and you have to be licensed to operate one. I'm a big prepare for the worst. Whatever. What's the saying? Whatever. But yeah, I love being able to communicate with other people, and when the internet goes down, I want a way to talk to people and keep up to date. Yeah, the text to speech is pretty fast for me. Like, I have it sped up. But keep in mind, I've been using text to speech technology since I was 8, 7. So that's math, years of learning to listen to it and keep up with it. And surprisingly, there are people who use it that have it faster than I do. But if I'm reading like a book for enjoyment, I like to slow it down a little bit so I don't miss a lot of stuff. I'm still reading, like, I can read a Kindle Unlimited book in about 3 hours, 2 hours, depending on how long the book is. And I would say that I have 90% retention rate with it. I'll have a good night, sleep well. We'll be live on Monday. We might do a live stream tomorrow, testing my laptop out again. See if I've got those issues fixed. But maybe not, we'll see. If you're okay, so if you're interested in ham radio, there's a YouTube channel, and he takes, so to get your license, you have to answer was it 50 questions out of a pool of 700 or something like that. And he has all of the questions in the pool and the answers with explanations, and he made it into a playlist. It's like a 7 or 8 part playlist, and I just throw that on in the background and listen to it over and over again. Though it has been a while since I've done that. And then hamradio.org, no, hamstudy.org. They have practice tests, they have all the questions, they have material. They actually have an app for the phone, which is pretty cool. Not accessible, but pretty cool. Pete the Blind Surfer. Oh, wow. Hey, Bubba. Are you a good boy? Oh, buddy, it's almost 8:30. We gotta do bubber meds. Yeah, we gotta do bubber meds. You're watching elephants, Bubba. You're watching elephants. Elephants. No, I didn't mean to do video call. Yeah, if you got time. Hello. Alright, thanks, bro. Alright, but we're doing burpee meds. It's Nurse Lacey. Hello, nurse.
I'm looking up social host liabilities again.
You're looking up what?
Social host liabilities again.
Oh,
Because my
fun.
mom is like, no, we can't get in serious trouble. And I'm like, from last Zach and I read, well, your dad and I read too. And we've seen it happen. Like, okay.
Just consult a lawyer. Have him drop a
She said, yeah,
contract.
she won't believe anything except a lawyer.
Well, the stuff I was getting was from a lawyer.
I know, but she said not a lawyer online. She'd have to speak with them physically.
That's fine. That's one of the hills I'm not willing to die on because I don't care. Hey, Bubba. Let me just shoot this text message off real quick. And then we'll get you meds. Or, we'll get you a treat, rather. Yeah, you want a treat? There we go. Come on, YouTube. Load. You bastard. You want to set up a ham radio in your off-the-grid cabin? Nice. Yeah, I would go ham radio and CB. Or, you can get for... You don't have to take a test for this one, but it's GMRS, General... Oh, what is it? I forget the abbreviation, but it's basically walkie-talkies that are more powerful than like the ones you buy at the store. And you pay like $45 a year for that. And then, of course, the ones you buy at the store, those are free to use, like license-wise. Those are the FRMS family radio frequencies or whatever it's called. I forget. But like the GMRS ones, you can like set up encrypted channels and all sorts of stuff. Okay, bud, I got a towel for you. Burby bro, here's a Nutriberry. I gotta catch the stream up. It's about 5 minutes behind, bud. Here we go. There's a Nutri-Berry for you, young man. Uh, Power system robust enough. Another thing you might want to look at is Meshtastic. That's also, you don't need a license for it, and you can do encrypted traffic across it. You can send the images and files, and they have a bunch of different modules. But you can. It obviously uses radio frequency, so depending on where you live, it might be long range, short range, and there's antennas and stuff you can do for it. But you can like make phone calls through it from device to device, I think, and like a walkie-talkie, and then you can send texts. You can hook it up to a sensor station so that you can like have it pull data from different sensors. It's pretty cool. I know a lot of people off grid use it for communications across encrypted, secure communications across big pieces of property and neighbors and stuff. And it's pretty customizable, so you can literally build the module the way you want if you have tech know-how. And those don't draw a lot of power. I think they even have one that has solar panels built into it. I don't know, radios always have been fascinating to me. Ever since I learned that you could build a radio receiver out of a razor blade, copper wire, uh, thumbtacks, toilet paper roll, and graphite or lead from a pencil. I forget which. I always thought that was cool. They call it like the old World War One or World War Two trench radio. Okay, bud, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, alright? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hi, bud. Hi. Are you chowing down? Hey, buddy. Brr. Oh yeah, so go back to the radio thing. The guy that I watch on YouTube a lot is Ham Radio Crash Course, and then he's got a buddy who talks about the GMRS radios, and his is his name is Rubicon. That's his channel name. Hold on. I feel like there's more to that name. Oh yeah, this YouTube account has ads. Boo. Oh, that guy's live right now. Ham Radio Crash Course. Nice. Oh, Ham Radio Prep's also a good channel. But Ham Radio Crash Course has the video study guide. It's in a playlist on his channel. Oh yeah, the Rubicon guy is not a Rubicon production. He talks about the GMRS ones. That's the one where you don't have to get licensed. You just pay him yearly license fee, but you don't have to test for the license. I don't think. Welcome to live chat. Be sure to safeguard your privacy. Be sure to safeguard your privacy, but we're YouTube. We're collecting all your data. Furby bro, Oreo. Are you my bubba? Are you my bubba? Gotta drink water, bubs. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, my thumbnail cracked. That sucks. Well, that's gonna bug me. I'll be right back, Bubba. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Just trim this thumbnail up real quick. I need to find my nipper clippers. Excuse me. There we go. Hey, bud. Burby bro. Burby bro. Also, I love solar power. Solar power, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I've been studying that for a while now, and we're getting some pretty good advancements in that. I didn't ask you, laptop. Gotta file my thumbnail down real quick, bud. This is a shitty file. Where's my other one? Mm-mm-mm. Good enough? So I can find the other file? What time is it, bud? 8:40? Alright, I think we're gonna wrap up for the night, bud. I think we're gonna wrap up. Yeah. I'm gonna go find some food. You're nomming, I wanna eat. Can you say goodnight? Can you say goodnight? Alright, y'all. ZachHurts.com for all your Zach and all your wonderful nonsense, merch, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, origin stories, Amazon wishlist, blog posts, links to all of our social media. Our website's the best place to find all of our current social media links. Anywhere else, don't trust it. Yeah. Huge shout out to the mods tonight. Barbara, thank you for moderating. Have yourselves a wonderful night. We love you. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Catch us on Monday for our next live stream. We might do one tomorrow to test some stuff, but maybe not. And We love you. Sleep well. Try to have a good sleep. Try to stay happy and healthy. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. I like to laugh at other people. Um, have a good night. We love you. Take care. Peace out. See ya.